everyone, Kane here, and in this video we're gonna check the Duel Tower and how I was performing with level 70 mages. So I tried to reach 4,300 quite a lot for a few hours even during the weekend, and honestly the first couple of hours that I was participating in the Duel Tower, and majority of the fights are already lost because I've done so many. I was easily above 4,250 and even 1 to 5 points away from 4,300. And after those first 2 hours, literally 90% of the fights that I have are literally 15, very rarely any 14 millions, and then I had friggin' 16 million cores, even above 4,200. And also I noticed something happened to the I suppose frontline of the Lich Skeletons. So they did sort of get nerfed in terms of the percentages and whatever, and basically reducing crit resistance by 10% at 5 stacks, or damage reduction by 10% at 5 stacks. That shouldn't really be almost anything unless they literally reduce the overall damage. And I don't think that this game works in terms of those stats or this kind of an ability. Because if you increase physical resistance and magic resistance, 10% is usually just 1 point in this particular list. So just, I don't know, being reduced 1 point really shouldn't affect that much in terms of tanking. But recently I noticed my stall side is falling incredibly quickly. So at some point I tried to even redo my dragon and have an Azure Dragon, since I had another one, and that even became worse because my burst side didn't have damage and my stall side still kept falling rather quite quickly. Then I tried to test out spiders, and even spiders didn't really work out that well. I've barely even climbed above 4,100 with spiders. And I've even swapped to research for the spiders as well. I don't know, man, this Duel Tower became, I don't know, not many people are pushing, and in the end you have a lot of people still stuck at points below I suppose 4,500, because it doesn't really reward them to push I suppose above numbers like this, or they can just push it on the last day, or it doesn't even matter to them because this reward isn't really that attractive for a lot of people who can't even reach 5,000. So basically majority of the people can log on, they're somewhere here stuck, they don't even want to raise towards this because it involves fighting, and then we have hundreds and thousands of those, I suppose 15-16 million core people just, excuse me, doing 5 fights, maybe a bit more, trying and just staying where they are, and we can't really, I suppose, grow to the point we may need just a couple of points. So yeah, that aside, I probably will reach 4,300 right now, or will try to. I was close I don't know 20 times, man, but then literally 18 or 17 or 19 million core literally just smashed me. So we're gonna check quite a few fights. Some of those I lost. Like always, I'm gonna try finding some closer fights, because if they are at least a couple of mil core above me, usually it ends up being I suppose a total smash. So here we just killed each other's burst sides, and I suppose there was no DPS to actually finish the fight. So yeah, mages, let's see. So as we spawn in, we have burst side versus burst side. I started with Rax, he started with Rax. He does have a couple of tier 19 Lich Mages, and he has a tier 19 army advantage. I do believe... Yeah, it seems like his dragon is falling rather quickly, but then my field is stunned because of that, and my dragon starts to fall quickly as well. I think I missed my jump on Rufio. I kind of wanted to like touch the Ophidia and Tisiphone, but I ended up kind of, I suppose, mistargeting to the side a little bit. But the dragon died. I think he's gonna tag my Wait, how did my dragon die? What? There was nothing... Well, I'm honestly not sure how my dragon died. Nothing was, like, literally focusing it, so, yeah. But basically, as you can see, both of our burst sides got totally wasted. Tisiphone got killed, I think Arian gets killed, and then we just have, like, literally skeletons here, and the fight is pretty much a draw. Questionable how I lost half of my stuff, or like my dragon at least, but what can you do? I have another draw against a Lich. Basically, this one I think I got wasted a little bit. Majority of his burst is gone here as well. Yeah, so we can check this one as well. So like always, burst versus burst. And we both start with Raxias. We stun our heroes, debuff them as well. Tisiphone is free hitting, I didn't notice that. Then he used Rufio, I used Blizzard. And I think I should jump with Rufio now. Yeah, I jumped with Rufio. I think I touched majority of his mages. And his dragon, of course. His Valerie is kind of damaged and in invincibility since she wasn't attacking for a few seconds. Saizo is gone on his field. I think I've lost Ophidia or Willu soon. I lost Floras. Valerie is gone, dragon is gone, but I have like Tisiphone focusing the dragon, I think. Or she will focus the dragon in just a second. Yeah, Nora is just also targeting, so I think that Nora killed it. So yeah, I have a few DPS heroes left alive, he has a few DPS heroes left alive, but I think both of them are just gonna get killed. And then we literally have skeletons on both of the sides, and, you know, nothing is really gonna happen for like friggin' 2 minutes. But yeah, that's usually what happens if you have like Lich versus Lich burst, if you do have damage on both of them. So I faced another Lich, but this was, suppose, this one was a little bit closer. So I didn't lose my mages, but Valerie did like absolute 0 damage. Let's see what happened. So I'm not sure if this is his burst side. I think this is his burst side. So let's see. So I started off with Valerie in this case because there's no DPS here. I think I'm gonna cast Blizzard, and then I cast Rufio to, I suppose, kind of proc his stuff on the heroes on the side as well as the mummies, so they would sort of get CC, they would heal less. I could have like spun to the dragon, but I don't think that I can easily kill the dragon with this Rufio. Since he's 65, like half of the times he does 0 damage to dragon even with a proper build. So essentially, like majority of the time, if the dragon is in front of my burst side, then I will always like not tag the dragon, but rather scratch the dragon with a jump. Otherwise I try to help my burst side actually clear the stuff. Or if I know some people just like instantly focus, rather focus mages, then I usually tend to spin my Rufio exactly towards the mages. And you can tell the difference in terms of the way that they're placing the heroes. So you have like 1 second to more or less pick up what the heroes have. So I have like literally buffs, debuffs, everything on my side to just plow through quicker, while he has some other buffs, debuffs on the other side, some other stuff here. It didn't really seem like the formation was like incredibly powerful. So that's why I kind of used Marufio the way I did. So, I do believe I lost one against this guy. He changed or swapped formations, and his burst side kind of plowed through me. Or rather, my stall side. I almost lost against this human. Seems like Valerie did a lot of work. But he has like level 70 heroes. We can also watch this, and probably we will call it a video. This guy is pretty close to my core power if I seen better. So I faced his stall side, and he has a burst side with archers and Valerie. Now, honestly, my skeletons weren't like literally just being instantly exploded like this before. I'm not sure why, but it takes like friggin' 20 skeletons, or rather 20 seconds, to literally remove majority of my skeletons on this side, which again usually wasn't really the case. They ended up surviving for a good 25-30 seconds most of the time, so I was able to do some work, but like something changed in those skeletons that they're not even able to tank. Maybe some stat, maybe the enemy crit rate reduction stat was performing too good, and then they just adjusted some coding or whatever. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but whenever I raised the enemy crit rate reduction, those skeletons were tanking incredible numbers. But of course, after the update, something happened, and like these skeletons are barely even tanking. Frick all, man. Like that, it shouldn't be that 10%, and like it shouldn't be that 0.5 invincibility reduction because it's like the first 20 seconds. But I kind of did notice that something happened to skeletons, and it was quite rough. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm kind of bouncing up and down. In terms of the dual tower ranking, depending whether I face like burst sides or stall sides. In the end, some stall sides I cannot easily pass through, but I would win against the person's burst side. Some burst sides I cannot pass through, but I would win against their stall side. So it's kind of a gamble, I suppose, if you would call it that way. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, the mages are performing quite well. They are by far the best DPSs. I don't think I've showed a lot of stats, but they're basically top 2 majority of the time in my replays. And without those 5 levels on the mages, I doubt I would even reach 4,200 whenever I was fighting. All because like majority of the fights like are literally above 15 million, some 14 millions are sometimes doable, not all the times. Again, really depends on burst slash stall side. Some of them you cannot pass, some of them you can pass. I've met a few of the people from the Discord as well. We had some fights as well I won, some fights as well I lost. Pretty much, again, I will say like 50 times that I did before. If you're planning to play the game for longer than like 6 months, maybe 12 months, you have to make sure that you have premium artifacts, and quite a few of them 5-star. That means Arcane Rod as a minimum. That means War Makers main like 4 or 5-star as a minimum. Then you have like Helgar, like at least 4-star as a minimum. Like a lot of premium artifacts pose so much advantage on your field that even something like a Solantris at 5-star, but I'm not telling you to get it early. literally restores 20% HP over 5 seconds to a friendly hero when its health drops. Now, if you use this properly and the hero has, I suppose, healing received percentage, and they always do, this 20% turns to like 50, 60, 70, or even more. Now, do keep in mind that this also, I believe, can be transferred through the, one moment, this Flawless Band of Bishop. So when healed, right? So if you heal like 50, 60, 70% from the Solantris, towards, let's say, the gladiator hero, which is in front, the front line receives the same, or not the same, but a percent of that healing, which again, healing received again gets buffed, so the percentages like kind of become pretty friggin' insane. So quite a few artifacts do pose a pretty huge value. Now again, that was just one of the artifacts, probably not even worth to 5-star very early, but a lot, and I do mean a lot, of 5-star artifacts have those incredible abilities, which kind of, you know, is a pretty huge disadvantage. So do keep in mind, if you're gonna be spending money and playing the game quite long, do keep in mind you require premium artifacts, and since they're cheaper, you can easily spend money on them and 5-star them as well to be like good, be better, be stronger at the game. Because I know for a fact that if I get at least like 3, 4, maybe 5-star premium artifacts, I would easily be a lot stronger with, I suppose, a different race even playing than I'm actually performing right now with the Lich. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, do hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. Thanks for watching, take care, and stay safe out there.